Hello again. I am in Argentan services again, on my way to Caen again, and I'm definitely shipping Caen today, although I was definitely shipping Caen in the last one and I ended up going to Le Havre. But I'm going to do another video about the drive into Caen, Ouistreham, and getting on the ferry and getting off the ferry the other side, and just the bits and pieces really involved with doing that sort of thing. I know I've done it before, but I deleted it, so I'm going to do it again. So apologies if you've watched this before. It's probably going to be pretty much the same, but there you go. Yeah, it's 11:15 English, so I've got loads of time. I'm going to stop at the supermarket on the way into Caen, well, the way into Ouistreham. There's a big supermarket on the left hand side as you head for the port, and you can park on the right hand side of the road and walk across. It's really handy as well. It's a really big supermarket. They've got a cash machine as well, which is good. So I'm going to get up there and do that and then get in the port. This is the supermarket I mentioned earlier, and this on the right here is obviously the parking. I've changed my mind though, I'm not going to go in there. I'm probably going to go into Tesco's at Portsmouth when I get off the boat. I just want to get in the port really and start my break. Got quite a lot to do tomorrow. That's where it is. It's really handy. Fella parked in the car park, I've never seen that before. They're usually pretty receptive to your French supermarkets, are usually pretty receptive anyway to parking in the car parks. As long as you're out of the way and you're not causing anybody an issue, they usually take it pretty well. I don't know how you'd go on parking in there for an 11-hour break, but I don't think they'd let you. But as long as you just nip it in and do some shopping, they're usually pretty relaxed. What you've got to be careful of here at this roundabout is follow the car ferry trucks sign. Don't follow the car ferry car sign, it takes you to a weight limit. So you follow the blue signs, well, blue and white signs with a little picture of a truck. So the first exit off that roundabout says car ferry, but that's for cars. The second exit says car ferry with a little picture of a truck. And this is the way you come in driving a truck. You come down into Ouistreham as well, you come right into the centre of the town. It really doesn't look right. You just wouldn't think that would be the route into the port, but it is. Well, this is the port entrance. Again, you're just following the signs for freight or following the pictures of trucks. Couldn't be easier really. You just keep driving into Ouistreham, you just keep following the road till you run out of land, is the idea. Well, this parking here, as long as I don't choke to death, you used to stop here and walk into the terminal building, which is over there on the left, and you used to get your ticket in there. You don't anymore. Drive straight through the parking here down to this barrier. And just drive up to the barrier, and the chap will come out of the little guardhouse here. There's a fella here obviously intent on beating me into the port. Very sensible. Yeah, this oh, we're going to have a 20-minute conversation now as well. Now he's chopped down me and got in front of me. Gives me time to film him, I suppose. And that fella there, we'll come and check. I've got a fridge on today. There you go. He's not even interested really, as they normally aren't. He wants me to pull forward so he can have a quick look underneath. Just slow down for him. Yeah, and a wave. They normally check the seal on the back as well, but he's obviously not all that interested today. Passport control there. There's nobody ever in there. I've never seen anybody in there at all. You just follow the road down into the port. Again, just following the sounds of the trucks. It's over these massive speed humps. They're ridiculously big, these. You can see where people have grounded out on them as well. I don't know why they've decided to make these so big. Ugh. Horrible. You follow this down, you see all the trucks in the lanes down there. If the ferry was in, it would be there, but it's not. It will be in soon though. Well, soon, hour and a half, something like that. It's relatively soon. The lanes here are pretty straightforward. Lane 1 is for rigids, normally. Lanes 2, 3 and 4, I think, are for fridges, even though there's a taut liner drawbar in there. You shouldn't be in that lane. It's definitely a fridge lane, number 2. If you're hazardous, you go in the far left-hand lane. I think it's lane 15. I can't remember. But it's the far left one anyway, as far over to the left as you can if you're hazardous. Other than that, you can go in whatever lane you like. I always tend to go in a lane over to the left if I can, because you don't really want to be first on, because they tend to load the boat from the outside to the inside, so you get put up against the wall on the right hand side or the left hand side if you're first on, and then that means you're last off. But I've got a running fridge on today, so I've got to go in one of the fridge lanes. I don't think the check-in office will be open either, just at the minute. It'll be open soon though if it's not open already. But that there is the check-in office. So when it does open, walk across there with your passport and any references or any booking references you might have for the ferry, and see them, and they'll book you on the boat. All booked on now. I've booked on with a running fridge. That's for the fridge. The fellow that comes on and plugs you in usually takes that off you. Cabin key and discount card. What I normally do is upgrade to a single cabin if you've got any available. £20 it'll cost you on a day crossing, £30 on a night crossing. I think it's well worth it, especially when they're putting a few in your cabin. I hate sharing cabins. I just won't do it. Cabin key. This is your actual ticket, and it's got a barcode in the top. When they come to put us on the ferry, they have a scanner, handheld scanner, barcode scanner thing. They scan that barcode and let you go on the boat. Keep that in your truck. Don't lose it. You need it to get out of the port at Portsmouth. You don't need it on the ferry, you need it to get out of the port at Portsmouth. If you lose it, they'll make you park up, go to the Brittany Ferries office, get another one reissued before they let you out of the port. It's a pain. I know because I've done it. So leave it in your truck where you know it's safe and it's not going to get lost. I think the boat goes in about an hour and a half, so just time to put the kettle on and make myself some dinner, and yeah, hopefully get on the boat on time and hopefully get a decent spot on the boat and then get off handy as well, because Portsmouth is a pain to get out of. You really want to be one of the first off the ferry coming out of Portsmouth, because if you're off the back, it's a nightmare. It's a real pain, and it costs you a lot of time as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll get it all sorted and it'll all go well. And here we go. Oh, seatbelt's not on. That's what the dinging noise is. Onto the ferry. There's a security guard here, and these chaps like you to slow down sometimes. You can have another quick look underneath. He's having the most cursory of looks. Yeah. And there we go. We may be going downstairs. The kamikaze tug driver coming off. Yes, I'm almost certain I'm going to be going down there. Wait. When they want you to do stuff like this, just as slow as you like. don't ever be rushed to doing something like this. They'll wave their arms, some of them, and throw themselves around and want you to come down here in top gear, but just don't. In your own steady time, stuff like this. And this means that I'm going to be one of the very last off the ferry as well, because you have to tip the top deck. Usually pretty good at getting you into a spot on here. Some of them want to tell you exactly what to do, and some of them just want to stop you from hitting stuff. But either way, they're usually pretty good. Yeah, he's. I think he's a stopping you from hitting stuff type of bloke, this fella. I think he's going to put me up in the corner where this, I don't know if you can see him, M&D on the right hand side here. He is, he's just, he's leaving me to it pretty much. Yeah, and he wants, yeah. Again, he'll just do your own thing, which I've just done there. He told me I was back far enough, but you very much do your own thing. If you're not happy with doing something, then just don't do it. They don't have to explain to your boss why you've just damaged your brand new £100,000 truck. And there you go. On the ferry. Easy peasy. Nice and steady off as well, but I'll get some footage of getting off as well. Just quickly as well, he's just come round and plugged my fridge in. The electrician comes round and does it. He wants your plug-in thing with the temperature written on it. Give him that and he'll plug you in. It's very important just to stand here and make sure your fridge does actually come back on. So otherwise it'll cause you all sorts of issues. There you go, that's mine kicking in now, so all that's sorted. Welcome to my cabin. Single cabin, upgraded. Cost me 20 quid, but well worth it. You may walk in here on a normal booking and think, brilliant, I've got a single cabin, but you haven't. Because that's one bed. There's another bed. There's another bed. And there's another bed. 4 people in here when it's busy. And when it's busy, they won't let you upgrade. So that's something to bear in mind as well with Brittany Ferries, a lot of ferry companies. 4 to a cabin ain't pleasant. I've done 4 to a cabin on the Patras to Venice boat a couple of times. It's 36 hours, 4 of you in a cabin of this size. It's no fun. So, but lucky today, it's not that busy, so they've let me upgrade. This is a problem with being put down here as well. If your tanks are close to the trailer or you've got little wheels or whatever, you need to raise your suspension, otherwise you start using your trailer for ripping chunks out of your unit. It's not ideal. What I always do as well, I always stick this in manual for this because you don't want it changing gear on here. And I always let the one in front of me go, so I'll stop at the bottom here now until he's cleared this ramp, because I don't want to get halfway up there and find I've got to stop on the ramp, because it's extremely difficult, especially if it's been raining and the ramp's wet. It's extremely difficult to get going up this ramp. There you go, that's the bright lights of Portsmouth out there. And we join the rest of the world trying to you just watch your landing leg as well as you press the top of the ramp there. Yeah, we join the rest of the world now, trying to get out through passport control. which is usually fun. Just that waiting to get through passport control now. And there you go, that's a brief guide on catching the ferry, Brittany Ferries, Caen-Portsmouth.